Questions whether I'm ready. Test 1, 2. Perfect. Hello, neighbors. My name is Matthew Dobler. I'm the president of the Board of Commissioners here in Aleppo Township. I'm also the chair of the Communications Committee. We're here tonight because earlier this week on Monday night, we had a workshop meeting where we had a very good presentation from Commissioner Dara concerning increases in our township's sewer rates. And unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties with the recording of that meeting. So there was some audio problems, and it really wasn't something that was easy to listen to. So I've asked Commissioner Dara if he would be kind enough to join me here separately, and he agreed to do that. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to go through that presentation once again, because there's so much good information in there that we really thought it was worthwhile to put the effort in to make sure that you got to see that presentation and could hear it. So Commissioner Dara, thanks for coming in tonight.
You're welcome.
I'll turn it over to you. Let me get the slides ready for you here, and we'll go from there.
Let me begin by saying we, that being the commissioners, have determined that it's necessary to increase the sewage rates for Aleppo Township effective January 1, 2018 for several reasons. First, we needed to address our problems with inaccuracies in the meter readings that had been used to measure the flow into the Sewickley system, and those inaccuracies impacted our debt service obligation for the Glen Osborne interconnector, as well as the sewage charges that we paid to Sewickley for treatment. In addition, in October of 2016, Sewickley sent us a proposed new treatment rate to be effective at in December of 2016, as well as an adjustment to the debt service that was being paid for the Glen Osborne interceptor. We objected to both of those and spent the better part of 2017 working through the numbers with Sewickley Borough, and only in December of 2017 did we come to a final resolution. And lastly, the budget for the Aleppo sewer system adopted by the Aleppo Township Authority requires an increase in revenues in order to meet their expense obligations. So that's the background as to why we need a rate increase, and I'll give you a little background as to what we've done. So we can go to the first slide.
Okay. All right, there we have the first slide up there.
All right. The components of the Aleppo sewer system are three. One, the Aleppo sewers in the township and the pump stations, which are owned by the township and operated by the township authority. And there are obviously costs associated with those. There's the Glen Osborne interconnect, which ties our sewer system into the Sewickley sewer system, and at the same time ties Glen Osborne sewer system into Sewickley. And that is Sewickley operated, and it has debt service associated with it. And lastly, there's the Sewickley treatment plant, which has costs that are shared by all three parties sending sewage to the system. Next slide.
Can I just interrupt and ask
Yeah.
a question here? The Glen Osborne interconnect was built when our sewer was built, correct?
When our package plants were converted to pump stations and the additional sewage system was put in to collect on-lot users to tie it into the sewage system, the interconnect was necessary for us to get our sewage to Sewickley.
Gotcha. Great. Thanks. I didn't mean to
Okay.
interrupt you. I'm sorry.
The components of the Aleppo sewer rate are the Aleppo Township Authority charges for operation and maintenance, the debt service that we have on the new components of the Aleppo Township system, the Sewickley treatment system charges, and the debt service that we pay on our share of the obligations for the Glen Osborne interconnector. Next slide. Our sewer rates are broken down into classifications, and those being residential, commercial, institutional, and municipal. And as we get to the later slides, you'll see the differences that those carry with them. Okay, next slide. All right. This slide is a little busy, but it's intended to show you a comparison between the 2007 rates and what 2017 rates rather, and the 2018 rates that will go into effect as of the 1st of January this year. I'm going to talk about the residential because that probably affects most people in the township. There are, as we just talked, 3 different components to that. The debt service, and I should stop here and note that the Aleppo Township Authority sends out a monthly sewer bill, which includes charges for debt service as well as treatment. The Aleppo Township Authority also sends out a quarterly water bill, although that quarterly water bill comes in the same envelope as that month's sewage treatment system. So we're only talking about sewer rates tonight. We're not talking about water rates. And it's a little confusing because in the slide that we have up in front of you right now, when we talk about debt service, we're showing it by quarter. But for 2017, you were paying as a residential customer $45 per month, which amounts to $135 per quarter. For 2018, that debt service is going to be $169.35 per quarter, which amounts to, as we'll see on another slide, about $56 per month. Then we have the Aleppo Township Authority O&M charge, which is based on 1,000 gallons. So from 2017 to 2018, the Township Authority treatment cost or O&M rate went from $4.81 per 1,000 gallons to $6.13 per 1,000 gallons. The charge for the Sewickley treatment plant operations went from $4.69 to $6 per 1,000 gallons. The rest of the slide shows you those charges for commercial, institutional, and municipal, but I'll also let you read those. Let's go to the next slide. This slide shows in the aggregate what's likely to be the average bill for a residential customer using 3,000 gallons per month, 5,000 gallons a month, or 7,000 gallons per month. So a 30,000 gallon per month user in 2017 was paying $73.50 per month. In 2018, that will be $92.84 per month. Let's go to the next slide. Again, comparison of the residential rates in a slightly different fashion. The Aleppo debt service, and this is the debt service for the new pump stations and the new line, is the same as it was in 2017. Going forward, it's $45. The Sewickley debt service, which relates to the Glen Osborne interceptor, we attempted to originally pay that on the basis of flow on a gallons per month, but the flow meters were not functioning properly. Finally concluded that we needed to do an allocation of the monthly debt service charge for the interceptor based upon water rates for water usage by the town of Aleppo as compared to water usage by the Glen Osborne residents. And so the Sewickley debt service was $2.15 per 1,000 gallons in 2017. It will be a fixed number of $11.45 per month going forward. And as we discussed a minute ago, the Aleppo O&M is $4.81 going to $6.13. And Sewickley treatment is going from $2.54 to $6 per 1,000 gallons. So the total change is $9.50 per 1,000 gallons for charges that are on a per gallon basis in 2017 to a total of $12.13 per 1,000 gallons in 2018, which is about a 27% increase. The debt service goes from $45 to $56.45 because we're taking out on the second line any charge per 1,000 gallons and doing it on a fixed cost basis. So that gives you the total of what the changes are going to be for 2018. That finishes the slides.
All right. I want to add my own little piece here, which is to say that we are very fortunate to have had Commissioner Darragh and Vice President Jones also participated in this. They worked very, very diligently on getting these rates to be as favorable as they could be. As Commissioner Darragh just said, this was not the first proposal that came from Sewickley. To the contrary, plans changed relatively significantly throughout the process because of the hard work of Commissioner Darragh and Vice President Jones. It's clear that the rates are steeply increased, and I know that this is going to hit everybody's pocketbook. I want to remind you that Commissioner Darragh and Vice President Jones and I pay the exact same bills that you do. And I can tell you, from a family of 4 with 2 young kids, these increases hit us as well. So the idea that these prices are going up is not lost on us. We wish there was something we could do, but the bottom line is that on both the water side and the sewer side, we're tied to 2 suppliers. We get our water from Westview, and there's nobody else we can get our water from, and our pipes are connected to Westview, and we send our sewage to Sewickley, and there's nobody else we can send our sewage to. Because that's the nature of infrastructure. That's where the pipes go. It cost us this amount of money we are where we are because we had to put pipes in the ground. To try to come up with any other supplier on the water side or the sewer side would require new pipes, and we would be right back in the same place.
And pump stations.
And pump stations. Yeah, we'd be building infrastructure that would require new debt service without even retiring the old debt service. So we would just be doubling down. It would not be beneficial. And believe me, we've looked at it, we've thought about it, and we've had very smart minds that are much smarter than me and Commissioner Darragh looking at these issues and trying to come up with the most advantageous solution for Aleppo residents. The one other point that I wanted to point out is that the other place that we could go with our sewage is to Alcosan. And again, that would require infrastructure to get there. But Alcosan will take sewage from any community in Allegheny County. Alcosan rates are equally high as ours and climbing because Alcosan is part of the consent decree in the Commonwealth, and their rates are steadily climbing. So it would cost us infrastructure to get there. We would have new debt service. We would still be responsible for the old debt service. And our treatment rates wouldn't be much better than they are with Sewickley.
Probably wouldn't be better.
Probably wouldn't be better. So I know that's not encouraging, but Commissioner Darragh, I appreciate your diligence in getting us to the place where we are, and I appreciate you coming in to explain it tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. If you have any questions, feel free to call the township. Feel free to send me an email, and we'll look forward to continuing to serve. Take care.